Welcome back. If it looked like I disappeared from the shot a little bit, my chair literally just sank while I was sinking in it. I don't know if the hydraulic feature in it just completely left.
It's usually mine.
Those fancy ergonomic chairs, man, everything just changed. I don't know. We'll go to a tweet here from Mike on Twitter who says, Jay-Z, part owner of the Steelers. What do you think about that? Gene, your thoughts as I try to get myself, back in the frame here.
Yeah, I have two thoughts. I saw a tweet that said there was such a report. My other thought is that I haven't seen the report, so I'm not saying anything about it.
Here's what I'll say about it, and I'll keep it brief. If it is true, I think the league is making it to be a big thing based on the parameters that are surrounding it with everything else that apparently Jay-Z is partnering with the league to do.
Yeah.
And on the surface, it seems like a great thing. I'll think of it as a big thing when he becomes a majority owner of a team. I think it's fair to say, when you look at all the major sports, there's a handful of minority owners, and you can count them on your fingers. You can probably rattle them off in your head if you pay enough attention. When he becomes a majority owner of a team and you start to see that wall chipped at or cracked a little bit more, and maybe even broken down, then maybe I'll be a little bit more serious about it. And that's not anything against Jay-Z. It's nothing against the NFL. It's just me wanting to see more. If there's going to be progress there, it's got to be significant progress. It can't just be a little crumb without the rest of the meal coming. Is that a fair analogy,
Yeah.
Gene? Okay, fair enough. Let's go to the phone lines. We'll go to Tony in the Hill District. Tony, you're on the Nightly Sports Call.
Hello, Josh. Hello, Gene. How are you guys
Hey,
doing?
Tony?
I want to say this. This Antonio Brown guy, he's going to be a problem for the Raiders in the long run because it's like, to me, he don't get his way. He throw tantrums. He don't go to practices and stuff like that. And I'm honestly really glad to say I'm glad the Steelers do not have this kid anymore because, like I said, in the long run, the Raiders is really going to have a problem with this guy.
Tony, thanks for the call. I think there's thousands of people who feel the same way you do. Gene?
Well, I think ultimately Antonio Brown is going to be a problem for Antonio Brown. I hope that he's not suffering from CTE, because he's doing so many erratic things all of a sudden, just in the last year and a half. That's what I worry about. I mean, there's got to be some point, where we're going to stop making fun of Antonio Brown, because I'm kind of worried about him, frankly.
I'll agree with that, and I'll say this also. I think we've seen people now in recent years, whether it's in sports or in other areas, they've become very good at misdirection. It's what made Houdini famous, right? You see something over here, and then you bring them over this way. And I think we're seeing more and more people that have started to master that, especially in the public eye, to take your attention over here and get your eyes off of something else. Now, if that's on purpose, if that's by design, I'm not necessarily sure. But it just seems like it keeps moving in that direction. By the way, Tony, shout out to the Hill District, my old stomping ground. Carrie in Hollidaysburg. Oh, wait, you know what? Actually, we are out of time for Carrie. So, Gene.
Call tomorrow, Kerry.
Call tomorrow. I'm sure that trying to think, I can't remember if Bob or Rich will be here tomorrow, but whoever's here tomorrow, call 412
Absolutely.
575-2600 on the Borders and Borders hotline. Give us a call tomorrow night. Of course, we're here 7 days a week.
7 nights a week.
On the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. He's Gene. I'm Josh. Make the switch over to KDKA. We're talking Pirates. We're talking Steelers. We're talking Pitt football. We got all those things for you and more on KDKA Sports at 11. See you later.